What is up? So Durag's on, Braid's on. So this is going to be a trade recap for it's just 3rd of March. Yeah, 3rd of March, 2026 was a fire day, to be honest. Um, but I'm not like really proud of it, proud of doing this shit, proud of what I did. So here it is. So let's jump into it, right? Wow, how the hell am I supposed to use this laptop? Perfect. So I got this 1:4.4 move. This should have been my take profit, but I didn't let it run till there. I closed exactly at this candle. That's the reason why I extended till here. Anyways, let's go and see what we have. What I did, what I was seeing and stuff. So this was previous days London low, right? That has been swept out by today's London low. And also, we have London high right here, Asian high right here. I said, fuck the news, and then like just go with the technicals, right? So wake up really, really late. That's the one thing that I'm not proud of myself. I woke up around like 10:30 and 10:30, right? Somewhere around here. 10 o'clock probably. I woke up 10 o'clock and I thought of not trading, but I just came into the laptop and I see my A plus setup right here. So I hopped onto my laptop and I started doing what I'm supposed to do. So when you go to the 15-minute time frame, we are completely bearish. 100% bearish. So I have no reason to go bullish right here. So as you can see, we have a sweep about this high, but we don't have a candle close about this fair value gap right here on the 15-minute time frame. But we have a weak move. Took a lot of candles to come back down to sweep this low. And then we are creating one fair value gap barely. And then this is just, I don't really mind being there. I don't, this fair value gaps are need to be retested and need to be filled. So these kind of fair value gaps, you could actually know that is going to get filled. So that's what happened right here. We have a liquidity sweep for a beautiful sell entry as the market opens, and we got a 15-minute inversion. But we're in this first 15-minute candle, I would have caught this move. But yeah, here we go. YER going to buy. So we don't have any sort of resting liquidity below except this 15-minute low. And then this is like an external low right there. So higher time frame wise, that's a really, really external low. And we still have this in mind. And probably tomorrow morning, we could actually expect the price to probably London would fill this up and probably go ahead back up and sweep some sort of lows and then come back down. That's what I believe. That's what the price should do. But right here, we have a clear sell model. We have an inversion on a 15-minute time frame before market open. We got a liquidity sweep right here. We got fair value gaps that's been respected right here. So market open, that's a clean sell model. As you can see right here, went up, came back down. Again, a liquidity sweep and an inversion in this breakup structure right here. Probably entered this fair value gap and then target London low. So beautiful, beautiful sell entry right there. Could have done you could have sell anywhere. So I would have done it. I would have if I'm gonna follow The model. If I'm gonna follow the model, this would have been my entry. This would have been my entry, or probably some entry, like way better entry than this. Maybe this inversion would have been my entry, and then I would have got into position right around here, having my stop loss about there, and that's a clean. So stops about there, and we gotta target the London low. So that's a neat, nice move, right? So this could have been a potential move today morning if we were in the market open. But once, how I did catch this move. So this could be like counter trend trade or something, whatever, against the news, whatever the stuff that's going on in the world. Could actually expect the price to go lower, crash, market can be crashed. But I closed my eyes and I just followed technical rules right here. Um, as you can see right here, we have a liquidity sweep right there. And then we got a market structure shift and a fair value gap that got inversed right here. We are pushing up second break of structure right here. And as you can see, we had another inversion. This is should be in another inversion, but if this low would have broken, I would expect the price to retest and then come back down to this major external liquidity right there. So that didn't happen. What else we can expect? So once this thing happened right here, and as you can see, there's another bearish fair value gap. So once you inverse the fair value gap, right? So which is right here. We inversed it. We are going to sweep out the third candle high, which is the formation of fair value gaps. Three candles, right? Three candles. So this is fair value gap, and we inverse sometime like this, and then maybe we go lower, right? So what I wait for is if we inverse, I wanna see a displacement probably coming back from here. That would work. Or if we are slowly inversing, like it's taking 2 to 3 candles, probably I want to see a sweep about the third candle formation, three candle formation high. The high of I have the fair value gap. I want to see a sweep about that or candle close about that. But we don't have that here yet, right? So once this happened on the break of structure, I entered on my first position, which was right here, and I had my stop loss above here. So as I was looking at price jumping up and forth, right? As this third candle high didn't, as the third candle didn't break above that high, I know for a fact that the price is gonna go lower and seek some more liquidity and then probably go up. So this is where I break even the trade right here, and price boom hit my break even, and I was like, okay, what is next, right? Waited for another entry, which we got right here. Probably, if I was in an entry right here, I would have had my stop loss below this low, and I would have got stopped out. So I waited for my confluence, which is we got an inversion. I want to see a sweep above that high. Sweep or a candle close above that high. So, which really didn't happen. I escaped from that trade. Another trade, which was right here for selling entry. So, as we are bearish, so this could be a potential sell entry. We also have a fair value gap right here. And thankfully, I didn't enter on that trade. I waited for this low to get breaking, and which we didn't happen. We inversed a fair value gap. So that's when I gained my confidence. And as you can see, before even taking out this high, I entered on a position right at this candle, middle of the candle. And then boom, I got a sweep. Even if this closed below, this is a sweep. So that's basically an entry. So I had my stop loss below the fair value gap right here. And I was targeting this high, the London high right there. It eventually got hit, but I was already in a huge drawdown. I'm in a huge drawdown, so I just closed my trade right up. exactly around here. So I'm happy with whatever I got today because like most of the days I'm messing up, but I'm not trying to do it anymore. Anyways, so let's break down the top Apex account, eval account, passing trade. So this trade got me past. This one trade got me past my Apex eval. So 20 contracts in, I entered right here for a sell entry. I didn't go to higher time frame or any other time frames. So I just saw some basic mechanical, technical stuffs. So I followed everything technical. I didn't do nothing. Even if it gets stopped out, I was ready to take it, and that's the reason. That's how I my take profit got smashed. Anyways, let's start it, right? So once you see this fair value gap, and you got a high right here, and I see the sweep about there, and then we got a uh fair value gap that got inversed, and we got a market structure shift right here. So basically, we are trying to pull back down, right? So it is slow. This is the third candle. I wanted to see a close above, a sweep above the third candle, which we got a candle close, and we have another fair value gap. So once this got inversed, that once this low got touched, probably touched, and I got into a position right here, having my stop loss right there, $1,000, and then 1:3. It's a clean, good risk to reward trade. And I really don't mind losing this trade because this is actually the model that I follow when I'm at New York session. You got a sweep over the high, inversion right there, and then the break of structure. Entry would be here, and my stop loss would be there, and the target would be next opposing liquidity, which is right here. That's what I did. That's what I did. And then right here, after breaking this low, I wanted to go break even. My break even was right here, right there. And price really didn't even come about that high, even after inversing this, creating a fair value gap. I was not afraid. I literally was sitting through, and I wanted to see if the price would have swept this high, then it might have probably went up. Already I'm on break even anyway, so I was like, okay, if this trade doesn't hits me, just look for another trade or probably close it. But I don't want to take another trade if this trade hits my take profit. That was the thought process I was going through at that particular moment. But I don't know what I would have done if this trade would have hit my stop loss. That's the one thing that I'm working on. So, anyways, did hit my take profit. So as I passed it in one single trade. The reason for targeting this is two lows right here, and then this is also a candle close. And also this is where my profit target was. So I just target that. And I know for a fact that the price is about to come to this 15-minute fair value gap right here, which was right here. Probably this is like magnet, to be honest. So I just target that. I know for a fact that the price would definitely come there. And yeah, it really did. And I was right eventually. So yeah, Monday was not too good, but Tuesday was really good. I could have just avoided trading on Monday. I would have probably up to $400. Mm, but I'm okay right now. I'm basically at the position where I started this week. So hopefully we take a good trade tomorrow, then we back on track. So I thought I'm going really bad. So God bless me, bro. God really blesses you. So this is a crazy story happened yesterday. I want to share this story. So basically, I never carry cash around me. So this is like a real true incident that happened to me, and I that moment alone actually made me think that God is actually watching me. Like God is literally watching me as a third person view. So if you play a third person view game, like it goes up from here, right? So like probably God is literally watching me from there. I believe that it happened. So God was watching me. So what happened was I never carry cash with me. So I was going out to get a coffee. So I took my cash. I don't know. I never carry my purse around me with, but that time I had my purse in my jacket. For some reason, I wanted to have my purse in my jacket. So it is not a big amount, but that's that's something helps someone, right? So basically, I went to get groceries. So and a coffee. So I got my groceries and coffee, and I was like heading back home. I was walking because it was cold, and I was like angry. It was really, really cold outside, and I couldn't carry the weights that I'm having in my hands because even though I'm big, but I cannot carry more than 20, 30 kgs in my hands, right? Like in a bag. So it's really tough. So I was walking across a guy. So he was asking for $5, some money, some sort of money to get some food for himself. So a lot of people, he doesn't looks like a druggie or a junkie, but he is someone, I don't know. I believe that he got food. So, anyways, I was going through it, and usually I never remove my headphones, right? So I was blasting my music, and I was like just walking. I was angry because it's cold and I couldn't carry the weights and stuff. Like it was annoying. So I was just walking past this guy, and he was like asking literally everybody for money to get some food to himself. So he basically came up to me, and then he asked me if he could help with some money. So I never usually like stop by, or something told me to stop and listen to that guy. He looks so sad. He's not a homeless. He's just a regular dude who is going through a rough time. So I stopped by, and I actually was asking what he needs. And he said that he needs some money. So I asked him, why do you need that money for? So basically asked him, why do you need that? So he said that he couldn't actually answer it because he was freezing cold. He didn't have his jackets on and stuff. Like his nose was like, I don't know, running nose and stuff. He has running nose, and he looks super sad. So I asked him, why do you need that money? So he said that I need some money to get food. So I had $5 cash in my hand, and I gave it to him. So that's not a lot, right? But that's still a money that can get him some food. So I asked him whether he's not gonna get any drugs. He's not gonna get anything that's gonna harm himself except food. So I even offered him food. I could have just got him a full meal. I asked him, if you want me to get a full meal, I can get you. So he said no, just give me $5, and I just gave it to him. The moment I came back home, I used to live in a shared accommodation, right? Actually, there's a lot of people in this house. This is my place, and nobody comes here, by the way. But a lot of people are in my house, and there's a guy, and he prays to God every single day. Like he's a strict Muslim, so he was actually praying to God, and he, me and him, we barely talk, right? So SK came up to me and he asked me whether do I need some food, and it was $5. So it's basically from mosque. It's basically from a mosque. So the temple that he goes to, like it's like a donation that you're gonna give it to them, and they'd be giving you food in return. You don't even have to like give money for free. You can just get food, and that straight up goes to a donation. So the thing is that I give $5 bill to that guy. The very half an hour later, I got my food back. It was crazy, and it was for a good cause. I did it for a good cause, and he did it for that man who actually got me the food.
actually did it for a donation, and that's for a good cause. I was like, my brain is blasted right there. Like I was like, wow, God is really actually watching us all, bro. We do good things happen to us. Like it's not a huge thing, to be honest, but this is some sort of sign, right? So I believe that that's some sort of sign, by the way. And yeah, that made me like blow off my mind. And yeah, today I had a good day, honestly. Um, Hopefully this continues every single day. And I don't want to show my head right now because this is so fucking stupid, bro. Like it's my head. This thing has a lot of gap, and it makes me feel like I'm bald. But it looks cool, by the way. The lady who did it, and she gave her baby in my arms. I was literally having her like infant child in my arms, and she was doing the braids for me. And I was like, the baby literally slept on my arms. Like it was like so good. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. This is really uh, a good day. So, anyways, that's about it. As always, believe in yourself, believe in God. Anything is possible if you believe in yourself. So just keep going. Never ever stop believing yourself. So, yep, that's about it. And I am out. Adios.